Hey babes, TeraCMusic here, coming at you with another music theory video. I do apologize for not having uploads the past couple of Thursdays. Things just got kind of busy with commissions and whatnot, even doing private lessons, so I apologize, but I am back today. Hopefully we'll have maybe a live stream music theory live stream next week, possibly. But yeah, today we're going to go over scales. So pretty simple topic. Just wanted to have a more simpler video for those who maybe are not as far along in their music theory learning as others. So I kind of want to try to cover as many bases as I can. So today we're going to just discuss scales. So good review for a lot of you. Maybe you'll learn something that you didn't know before. And hopefully this will be a good guide for those who don't really know too much about music. So yeah, let's get started. So we have scales. So first thing, there are two main types of scales. So I want to ask you if you know what those two types are called. Okay, so we have major and we have minor. So we're going to kind of just take each scale and dissect it a little bit. So we have major scales. So I'll do like a couple pictures here. Okay. So we have, the first one is a C major scale. So I will play. Okay, so that should feel pretty bright, happy sounding scale, right? It's major. Okay. Next one, we have A major scale. Now we have to take a look at the key signature for whenever we're reading music. So the key signature in A major, there's three of those little hashtags, if you will, or pound signs if you're older. But they are called sharps. Okay, so we have three sharps in A major. Okay, so I will show here. Okay, so the C sharp is a black key, right? Then we have F sharp and G sharp, which are also black keys. Okay, so those are the three sharps. We have the C sharp, the F sharp, and the G sharp. Okay. Okay, then we have F major scale. So again, we have to look at the key signature because a lot of the times we're not going to be told what even scale or key it's in. We have to look at the key signature to figure that out. So we have one flat. Now, this is just something that you have to kind of memorize, but if there's one flat in the key signature, it's going to be F major. So I will play that. Okay, so we have the B flat there. Again, black key. Okay. B flat. Okay. I'm not sure if showing this is going to be helpful. Just so you can see. There's that flat. Okay. I'll do quickly the other two scales. So you have A major, black key, black key, black key. Okay. Then C major, hopefully if you've watched my other videos, you kind of have a gist of C major. Start on C, and you only play the white keys. Okay, so hopefully that helps, just having a kind of visual of me actually playing the piano so you can kind of match it. I'm going to put this over here for now. Just want to pause here just to briefly mention that a major scale is consisted of certain whole steps and half steps. So a major scale is whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Okay. So I believe I went over this in another video, but we have, let's do C. Okay. So whole step, half step, Okay, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Okay. Okay, so next we have minor scales. So I'll do a couple here. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but these three scales share the same key signatures as these three scales. You're probably wondering, Tara, why is that? That's a little weird, isn't it? Well, I'm going to explain it very soon, but basically each major scale has a corresponding minor scale that shares the same key signature, okay? But we'll definitely go into that a little bit more. Right now, I will bring this over here and have you guys watch my playing here. So we have A minor scale first. Okay. Then I have to move this over. We have F sharp minor. Okay. Then we have D minor. That's kind of not the best place. I'm just gonna put it here. Hopefully that's, yeah, you're able to read that still. All right, so D minor. Again, we got that B flat, so just one black key. For the minor scale, we have whole, half, whole, whole, half, whole, whole. Whole, half, whole, whole, half, whole, whole. So whole, half, whole, whole, half, whole, whole. All right, let's move on because we're going to look at them side by side. Okay, like I said, you look and you see A major scale with 3 sharps, okay? Then you look at the next picture, 3 sharps, but it's F sharp minor, right? So how the heck does that work? So you have to kind of check based on the actual starting note and usually the ending note as well. That's probably the best bet to determine whether or not it's going to be major or minor. Because when you're looking at a key signature, it's not going to tell you what key it's in, right? You have to figure that out yourself. So you kind of have to figure out based on like what note it starts on or what chords it kind of stays on or revolves around. What feels like home to you, basically. That's how you figure out whether it's going to be major or minor. All right, so each major scale or key has a relative minor scale or key. Okay, so it's called relative minor. So this is the relative minor of A major. Okay, F sharp minor is the relative minor of A major. Okay, so it shares the same key signature, right? They both have 3 sharps, but the starting note, or like the tonic, if you will, do, is different, okay? So you're thinking, okay, how exactly do I figure out relative minor, right? So I kind of explained it, but if you look at a key signature, first I would find out what the major key would be, because that's, I feel like, the easiest to figure out. That's what most of us learn, is how to find the major key. Okay, then from there, you can go down 2 notes from the tonic, okay? So if you know solfege, which is like do, re, mi, that would be going from do down to la, okay? So it'd be do, ti, la, okay? And then that la, whatever pitch that is, that's going to be your minor pitch, your minor key note, okay? So if you prefer scale degrees, it's going down from 1 to 6, right? So you have 1, 7, 6, right? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, right? So well, you go 1, 7, 6, okay? Same thing as do, ti, la. Just a different way of thinking of that pitch in relation to the rest of the scale. Just a super quick note, when you're going down to la from do or going down to scale degree 6 from 1, that note becomes the new do or becomes the new scale degree 1. Because that is going to be the actual key, we want to make sure that that's still the tonic, but we find that tonic based on the tonic in the major key. So let's do some practice. Okay, so what is the relative minor of C major? So if we look at C major here, there's nothing in the key signature, right? So if we go here, nothing in the key signature. So the answer is going to be A minor. Okay, let's go back here. All right, so it's going to be A minor. It's the relative minor. Okay, now these I want you to kind of think, critical thinking. Okay, relative minor of D major. Okay, so first thing, D major, what's the key signature? How many sharps or how many flats are in D major? Okay, so D major has 2 sharps. Okay, so you think, all right, it's got 2 sharps, sweet. So D, let's go down. From D is our do, or scale degree 1. Let's go down to La, or go down to scale degree 6, or just go down 2 pitches, right? So if I were to bring over the piano, we were to do D. Okay, well, D, we have F sharp and C sharp, right? Those are the 2 sharps. So there's a C sharp. So that's going down 1 note. We have to go down 1 more note. There we are. And this is our minor. B minor. From D major to B minor. Okay, I'll do it one more time. We have our D, C sharp, and then we have our B. Okay, so B minor. All right, let's do another one. What's the relative minor of F major? What is the key signature of F major? Okay, how many sharps, how many flats? Okay, F major has 1 flat, right? Remember, it has that B flat that we were kind of discussing earlier. So we have to keep that in mind just in case we have to go down to a note that has a sharp or a flat. We want to make sure that we're using those notes appropriately. Okay, but let us drag this over. Okay, and let's look at F. Okay, so we're going to go down 2 notes. And what did we end on? Right, we ended on D. Okay, so the relative minor of F major is D minor. Okay, very good. And I think I have one more practice. Yes, so now we're going to try to do the opposite, which is going to be very interesting. What's the relative major of E minor? Okay, so I'll give you a hint. E minor has 1 sharp. Okay, there's the sharp, F sharp. Okay, I should probably do it below. Okay, so the opposite of what we were doing before, going down 2 notes, let's go up 2 notes. Okay, so we start on the E. All right, next note is F sharp, right? Okay, now we go up 1 more. What note is that? That is G. G major. That's the relative major of E minor. Right? Kind of interesting, right? Hopefully that was pretty easy to go through. If you needed some time to think, that's absolutely fine. I'm not expecting you to really understand this super quick. It's just going to take a lot of practice in order to be like, oh yeah, relative minor of D major is going to be B minor. Relative minor of F major is going to be D minor. Like, once you get used to thinking about that and practicing, it's going to become a lot quicker to you, okay? But great job. Let us move on. Okay, so there's a little bit more information about minor, okay? I know, can't make it this easy, right? So I have to make it a little bit more difficult. So in major, we only have 1 type of major scale or key, right? It's just major. That's pretty much it, right? It's just, you just got your major key, okay? Minor, on the other hand, has 3 different scales, okay? So you're thinking like, what the heck? What are you talking about? 3 different scales for minor. Well, there's 3 different types of minor. So the one that you're most used to that we just went over is called natural minor. Okay. Also, if you remember my modes video, it's Aeolian mode. Okay. Aeolian mode is the same thing as the natural minor scale. Okay. So we're used to natural minor. Okay. But there are 2 other types. Okay. They are called melodic minor and harmonic minor. All right, and I'll go through each of these for you. Okay, so let's actually start with harmonic minor. Okay, so here's an example of a harmonic minor scale. Okay, so I will play this, but you should be able to see you got this G sharp here, right? That's not part of the A minor scale because we know A minor, normal, natural minor, does not have any sharps or flats. So this is very interesting. Let me play it for you. Ooh. That sounds kind of cool. I'll do it again. So that's a harmonic minor scale. So it has a raised scale degree 7, right? Na, na, right? So it'd be T, do. Okay, so that T is considered the leading tone, right? Da, na. The one that's like half a step below the tonic, which would be the A. So half step below that is G sharp. Okay. So I already played it for you, so you know how it sounds, but I will actually sing this for you. Okay, I'm actually going to sing it on solfege, okay? Because that's kind of the best way to hear the difference if you know solfege. So I learned movable do. I did not learn fixed do. I prefer movable do because I just think it makes a lot more sense to me. But I'm going to be singing with movable do. So this is going to be my do, okay? Now, since I'm in a minor scale, I'm not going to sing mi or la. I will sing T because T's in this, but minor has their own little solfege for certain pitches. So I'll start on do, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. I liked learning solfege a lot. I feel like it helped a lot with my ear training and music theory. So I'm going to sing the same thing for melodic minor. But let's go through it first. Okay, so this is what melodic minor is. It's like, wow, what the heck? So melodic minor, like it's shown, okay, it raises both scale degrees 6 and 7. So in solfege, you're actually singing la and ti. Okay, but only when you're ascending. So only when you're going up to that next pitch, when you're going up to the next tonic. When you're going back down, it actually sounds the same as a natural minor. Okay, so I will play this for you. Again, this is on A. Okay, so again, it's the same thing as a natural minor when it's going down. So the only thing that changes is when you're going up, okay? Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I'll actually do this again with the solfege. I'm going to do it down the octave because I don't want to sing up that high. All right, so again, you're going to hear me sing la and ti this time, okay? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, do, te, le, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Okay, so hopefully that helps. You kind of really internalize that difference when you're going up and when you're going down for melodic minor. Okay, great. So this is the last thing we're going to leave you guys with, just comparing the different types of minor scales so you can actually see the difference. Okay, these are all A minor, but this is natural, this is harmonic, and this is melodic. Okay, so I really hope that that helps you kind of understand more about scales. If you guys have any other suggestions of what I should cover, especially for the live stream that I want to do hopefully next week, feel free to leave a comment. I will consider it for next week's video. So thank you guys so much for joining in today. I really appreciate it. I hope you learned something, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.